And while the topic of back pay is getting figured out on the national level, the Prince George's County Council today passed legislation to help establish a safety net for its laid-off federal workers. Lionel Donovan is in Largo this afternoon and has more from today's vote. Lionel, what is coming out of this meeting?
Good afternoon, Annie. Well, the main question that many people are asking themselves right now is, will this safety net be enough? That's what many folks here in Prince George's County and Maryland overall are asking as more federal workers face potential layoffs. Now, this legislation that was passed today was originally introduced back in March, but council members say that aid had to be scaled back in order to make sure that the county can weather even more changes coming from the Trump administration. Now, this legislation will establish emergency federal assistance, job placement support, and essential services to federal workers that are laid off. Originally, however, the aid package also included waiving late fees on property taxes, business tax incentives, and up to $1,000 in emergency assistance for former federal employees. Councilmember Walla Blagay said the county didn't have the funds to cover all of that, and she also pointed that reimbursements Prince George's is owed through SNAP benefits and funding for the school system may not be coming, so things had to be scaled back in order to prepare for the worst. However, she also said she understands that federal workers are in need, and that need is only going to grow.
You don't want them to feel stranded, and they don't want to hear the county can't afford. It's very frustrating for anybody in that position to hear that, keep hearing that when they're in need. And I know, I grew up without, in my family, you don't want to hear somebody keep saying we don't have. And that's how I feel sometimes. And I know it's frustrating as a broken record, and it could bring frustrations to the people that are leaning on the government for support.
And coming up at 5, I'll speak with a former federal employee who watched today's vote. She'll not only tell me her story, she'll also talk about why she feels like her story needs to be spread. But for now, we're live in Prince George's County. Lionel Donovan, WUSA 9.